Okay, so I'll start with the cold stuff since I need to get that put up first. So let's start with the tortillas. Okay, y'all, these are the best organic flour tortillas I have ever eaten in my life. I got these before from Azure, and I made breakfast burritos for my husband. And y'all, he said those were some of the best breakfast burritos. I did not order them last month, and I had to use regular tortillas from the grocery store, and they were not the same. I'm sorry, but once you have something like this, it's hard to go back. But so I made sure to stock up this time. It is the Stacy's Organic, and I got 1, 2, 3 of the big ones and then 3 of the smaller ones. And I'm showing you these with the cold stuff because they come frozen, because there is no preservatives and all that stuff in here. These would go moldy fast if they didn't keep them frozen. So I'm going to put these in the freezer also. All right, and because I had a hard time finding fresh corn on the cob to freeze this year, I went ahead and got a 5-pound box of their organic sweet corn. We've never tried their corn from Azure, but if it's anything like the rest of their vegetables, I know that we will love it. I don't know if I'm going to try to can this or just leave it frozen. So we'll see how much freezer space that I have. Now I did get strawberries and blueberries for our smoothie. So I got a 5-pound box of these strawberries, and these are so good. I've bought the smaller packages before, and we flew through those in no time. So I went ahead and got a 5-pound box so that I could have those for the next few months for the smoothies. And then I got a thing of their crinkle cut French fries. We were super excited for these for the air fryer. I bought a huge bag of potatoes from Azure to can, but I wanted some to, you know, just do like French fries, something easy for those nights that we're having hamburgers or something like that. So I got a 5-pound thing of that. And then here's the blueberries. Move these out of the way. Comes in, again, a 5-pound box here of the blueberries. And I got this, again, for smoothies to last us hopefully through the next several months. And then I got a box of raspberries because our favorite jelly or jam is raspberry. Well, it's mine and Elizabeth's. Now, Larry prefers grape, but mine and Elizabeth's favorite is the raspberry. So I got the pieces. Since I'm making jelly, I didn't really worry about it being the whole raspberries. So I did get the box that had the pieces, and it was a lot cheaper. And since I'm just making jelly with this, why not? Okay, and I did get 3 boxes of the organic green beans. I've bought these before in the bags because I wanted to try them first, and y'all, they are wonderful. So I got 3 boxes because I think I'm going to freeze most of these. I mean, not freeze, can most of these to save some freezer space. So I bought 3. Anyway, yeah, I got 3 boxes of that. And then the only other cold thing that I got was this milk. It is this A2 organic. We go through a lot of milk in our house. And when I bought 6 of these last time, it was cheaper if I bought 6. These are organic, and I've mentioned before that I drink a lot of milk. I'm a big milk drinker, so I'm trying to do better with what type of milk I consume if I'm going to continue to consume quite a bit of it. Now, let me tell you, I buy 6 of these because it is cheaper to buy 6 of these, and I freeze them. They lasted me the whole month. I have a little bit left of one of these half gallons right now from the last Azure order, so it is just like perfect timing, and they freeze beautifully. I just lay mine down in the freezer like this, since this is where the top is, and then when I get them out, I just sit them in my sink. Like, I'll get one out that morning and just sit it in my sink and leave it on the just in the sink for a few hours, and then I put it in the refrigerator to finish defrosting in there, and it tastes just as good as if you just pulled it off the shelf. It tastes no different to me. There might be a little ice in there because sometimes it's a little still frozen, but once it gets, you know, completely thawed in the refrigerator, it is perfectly fine to do that. Just in case you're wondering how they come in the box, here's a bag of the green beans that I took out of the box. They just come in a bag with a twist tie, and they're beautiful, beautiful green beans. They're a little bit easier to store in your freezer like this out of the box. Okay, and so some of the pantry items that I got are some of this Simply Organic chicken gravy mix and some of the brown gravy mix. I use this in a lot of different things, especially in the colder months. I don't know, just all kind of stuff. Beef tips and rice, roast, just all kind of stuff. So I got a bunch of these so that I could have them in stock, and I was going to try to find an expiration date. Somebody had asked me about expiration dates on some of this. I'm going to show you there. If you look on the side, it's really hard to see, but it says December 2023 right there. So these are good for a while. So I'm going to put those in my pantry. And then I've been wanting some tomato soup, so I got this just so that it would be quick for like lunches to go with a grilled cheese or something like that. And like I was telling y'all earlier, mine and Elizabeth's favorite jelly is raspberry jelly, but my husband loves grape, so I got him a thing of grape to have in the pantry. Now I've got some of this pectin from this Pomona's pectin. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Like, you're not supposed to have to use as much sugar. So I got this just to have in my pantry and try it on something. I don't know if I like it. It was kind of expensive. But to use less sugar, it might all balance out. So I got this just so that I could try it if I wanted to use that. And then, y'all, I absolutely love these. I've ordered these before, and they are like my favorite. So these are so good. They are infused in apple juice, and I just can't say enough good things about them. They are delicious, and I go through about a pound a month. So I got another one of those. Now I did get some more spices. This has been out of stock, so I went ahead and got some apple pie spice. I got this is not really a spice, but it's this beef broth that's been, I guess, freeze dried. And I was needing to make something the other day. Oh, I was wanting to make some homemade au jus sauce, and everything called for beef broth, excuse me, and I didn't have any, and I didn't feel like going to get any. And this is the smallest bag that they carried, but I think I'm going to try and put this in some sort of long-term storage, like keep a small jar out and then put the rest in for like some long-term, I don't know why I can't say that, food storage, in case I need this for something. I love to, like the other day I was making a beef stew and I didn't have beef broth. So I got this kind of as a backup just to have in the pantry, because all you have to do is, I think the instructions said to just add water to rehydrate it, and then you've got beef broth. So I got that, and plus this takes up a lot less space. I'm about to can some beef broth because I've been waiting on some soup bones, beef soup bones, to come in stock, and she just called me yesterday, so I'm about to make some of that. Now y'all, I might have messed up here. I've been trying to get their chili powder for like 2-3 months, and it's always out of stock. So I think what happened is I put this in my cart. I put it back in my cart because it didn't ship, of course, because it wasn't in stock the last couple of times. So I ended up with 2 of these. I don't think I'm going to use this much chili powder in a year. I mean, we'll see, but I'm going to try to figure out how I can put one of these in some sort of long-term storage to keep it good. And I don't know, just maybe being sealed up like this will keep it good. I'm not really sure. I'll have to research it a little bit. But yeah, that's a lot of chili powder, and I can share it, you know, with my family if I need to. So I've got plenty of that now. I wasn't paying attention, I guess, there. So I got 2 of those. And then, y'all, have you ever been to like a salad buffet and they have those little baby corns? Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed with those little things. I love them so much. So I grabbed a couple of cans of this little, they're just so good in your salads. And they'd probably be good in like a soup or something too. I don't know. I love these little things, so I got those. And then I got a couple cans of pears just to eat like with some cottage cheese, or to have as a snack, something like that. Make a little pear crisp or something. I don't know. So I got a couple cans of those. And then I got 3 cans of sliced peaches. I really wanted to get some of their fresh peaches and can them myself. But y'all, I just could not find anybody in my area with peaches that were worth paying what they wanted and canning. So I might get some at Azure if they still have some, but I doubt it with the colder months now. So I got 3 cans of those. Speaking of the canned goods, I use this a lot when it is cold and winter. I use a lot of tomato paste, diced tomatoes, and tomato sauce. I may have mentioned this in my hauls before, but I love to use this combination here to make homemade spaghetti sauce. And I like to put all of these items in a beef stew that I make, and chili. So these will definitely get used. I've already went through quite a few of the other ones that I purchased, so I just bought a case of each one of these because it's cheaper to buy it by the case. Okay, so kind of hiding in the back is this organic apple cider vinegar. I really want to learn how to make fire cider, especially with the cold months, you know. And then our chickens, we are giving our chickens a splash of apple cider vinegar in their water. And then you can just use this for so many different things. I believe there's some canning recipes, and this just does not go bad. So you can just leave this in your pantry for a very long time, and it's very good to have. And just, you know, drink, make cider, all kind of stuff. This is good until literally September 23rd of 2027, y'all. So it pays to go ahead and get this in the gallon size and just put it in your pantry, and it's there if you need it. Right, and moving on to some fresh produce. I'm always a little nervous getting produce from Azure, but these are beautiful, y'all. Look at these Granny Smith apples. Now, actually, what I wanted to order was the seconds. Like, they have boxes that you can buy that are like seconds boxes, and that just means that they have like some blemishes and different things like that, and you can just cut those off. But I got these because I want to make some apple pie filling and can it, and I thought, well, they ran out of the other one before my order went through, so I just went ahead and ordered a whole 20-pound box, excuse me, of the Granny Smith organic apples, and I'm gonna make some apple pie filling so that we can have that all throughout the cold months, so that I can just pull them out and make little turnovers or apple crisp or apple pie anytime. And I did price it. It was cheaper for me to do this, and it's cheaper for me to can my own than it is to buy organic canned apple pie filling. So I did do a comparison there, and it is cheaper. Now, I canned some apples, not apples, excuse me, getting all my stuff mixed up. Carrots, I canned, let's see, how many did I buy? I think I did 2. I think I did actually do, yeah, I did 10 pounds last time. These are 5 pounds each, and I canned 10 pounds of carrots last month from Azure, and they are so good. The only thing I'm going to do different, I'm going to can these and keep a few for fresh eating. But what I will do differently this time that I didn't do last time is I cut them in my KitchenAid slicer, and so it made the slices really thin. And I felt almost like, because you have to pressure can them, they got a little too done, not mushy, but I'm gonna keep them in. Oh, hey, Popper, it's my cat. I'm gonna keep these, I'm gonna do these by hand this time. I'm gonna peel them, and then I'm going to make them into bigger bites, or bigger chunks, I should say, before I can them. And the flavor of these organic sweet carrots was so good compared to what I can buy already canned in the grocery store. It is way cheaper for me to do it this way. So I got 10 pounds of carrots. Okay, so the other produce that I got was this gigantic bag of potatoes. These potatoes are so good, y'all. I plan on canning these. This is a 50-pound bag of organic, just russet potatoes that I plan to can, so that I will have them in my pantry just so that they're easy to grab. Like, again, the other day I was making a beef stew and I was like, oh, I wish I had just a can of fresh potatoes already ready to throw in here. But I didn't because they had not got here yet. So I had to stop and peel and cut and, you know, do all that, which is fine. But when you can have organic convenience foods in your pantry, why wouldn't you? Y'all, I have this electric pressure canner now, and it is a game changer for canning. I cannot speak enough good things about it. I am in love with it. I'll show it to y'all in just a minute. All right, so I got those, and I got those primarily for canning. I will keep a few out for baked potatoes or things like that, but I primarily got those to can. Okay, and since we're right here by it, I'm going to go ahead and show you a few things I got that are non-food. So I've bought these before and I have fell in love with these parchment baking sheets. Oh my goodness, it just makes a world of difference in cooking. And yes, these are a little more expensive. They are pre-cut, but y'all, the convenience and the ease of having these, excuse me, in my kitchen makes cooking like not so, I don't want to do it, you know. So there's always this thing is little things like needing to pull something out and tear something off, and half the time the stuff I'm trying to tear off, the box goes flying, something don't cut. It's just a nightmare for me. I'm probably buying the wrong stuff, but I just love these. Okay, so this is definitely a splurge and a convenience thing, but y'all, these are amazing. So I bought 3 boxes, especially with, you know, all the holiday cooking and baking and all that kind of stuff. I know that I will fly through those. I went through that first box pretty quick, and I probably should have just bought like where you can get the whole case of these. I might look into getting that after the holidays if I go through these, and then I won't have to buy it for like a year. But y'all, these are amazing. And they do not have chlorine, bleach, or anything like that. They are, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff in these. Also got the baking cups. And I've bought these before, and they are some of my favorite. I have no trouble when I bake with these, and then I freeze muffins. The paper still comes right off after I've thawed them out again. So I absolutely love these. Again, the same with these. These are unbleached, chlorine free, and all of that. So I don't have to worry about any of that stuff, you know, leaching into my food. So I got 2 boxes of those. And then I got some of these. I keep these at my sink. I know a lot of people do not like sponges, but I do. I'm old school. I just love these things. And so I got 3 of these just so that, because I do go through them pretty fast, I'll like use one for a little while and then I just end up tossing it. They're real inexpensive. So I got 3 of these walnut scrubbers. And then another non-food item that I got is this Country Save laundry detergent. I bought this before in a smaller box to make sure that we liked it. And y'all, I love it. This stuff lasted, last time I bought it, I think it lasted almost 2 months. And of course, I did have a Method laundry soap that I was kind of alternating because I needed to use it up. So that might have been why it stretched so long. But I did love this. This cleans very well. It does not leave any type of heavy perfume. I don't know. You know how some laundry soaps are. Like I can hardly walk down the laundry soap aisle at the store, like at Walmart or something, because it is so just knock you down strong. But this does not do this, and it gets your clothes very clean. And so I'm excited to have this one. Is actually this one's 160 loads because I have a high efficiency washer. But so I got that, and then to go with that I also got the oxygen powered brightener for like your whites and different things like that. So this is supposed to do 40 loads, and I have never tried this one, but I've been told that it's comparable to like OxyClean. So we will see, because I used to use OxyClean, and then the ingredients on this one are much better. So I'm definitely going to give this one a try, and if I don't like it, I just won't get it again. But can always try something once. Okay, and I have been trying to get these gamma lids to fit my 2-gallon buckets for like 2 months now. So I went ahead and ordered 2 sets of these because I have down here I have 2-gallon buckets that I keep all-purpose flour in and sugar, and I ordered 2 more buckets, and I got I ordered 2 more buckets and I got those last month. And I want to put bread flour in one, and I forgot what I was going to put in the other one. I can't remember, but I needed 4 of these gamma lids because you can turn these real easy on top of your buckets. These are pretty filthy, and one of them looks like the gaskets come out. So I'm gonna have to clean these really good and get that little gasket put back in there, and then those will be good to go for my buckets. And y'all, I love these. My whole family likes these. We got these either last time I ordered or the time before, I can't remember. And the price comparison for organic sea salt, non-GMO tortilla chips is the same price I pay for these is what they go for in my local grocery store that are not organic. So it's a no-brainer to me to buy the ones that are a little bit healthier option. At least it makes me feel like I'm eating something a little bit healthier. I know that corn, anything with corn, is very much sprayed with pesticides and stuff. So anything, especially like oats and flours and corns, I try to be very mindful of doing non-GMO and organic. And so these tortilla chips, y'all, they are so good. So I ordered a 3-pack. Hopefully last us through the month, so we can have those when we do like a Mexican food night. So I love those. Highly recommend those, by the way. All right, and I did get the dark ground Catalina coffee again because we really like this, and I find that it is cheaper to just get it like this already ground up and put it in the little reusable K-cup things. And so yeah, I got a thing of this Catalina's coffee, organic, very nice, love that. And this was a mistake, y'all. I do not know what I was thinking on getting this little 1 pound of milk chocolate chips. Maybe this can go in a gift basket at Christmas time or something. Maybe with a cookie sheet and a rolling pin for somebody. I'm not really sure. So I'm not going to take them out of this in case I do decide to do that. But I meant to go ahead and get another 5 pounds of these to put in my freezer because they are always out of these. And through the holidays, y'all, I know you're not going to be able to get them, but I messed up and only did a 1 pound, not paying attention. So we're just going to hang on to these in this little container here and see if I want to kind of use that as a gift and then try again next month to get the right thing. And then I did go ahead and get another 5 pounds of pinto beans because I still haven't canned the last pinto beans that I got, but I plan to. So I want to have a bag of dried beans just in my pantry, but then the other 5 pounds that I got, I believe last month, I want to can them so that I have beans just ready in the pantry to throw into different recipes. And then my whole family loves these black-eyed peas, especially my son-in-law's. Colton for sure, I know, loves black-eyed peas, so I'm gonna try to give him a few of these so that Kara can cook these for him, and then we will have these to cook with all kind of meals during the winter season. We love to eat lots of beans and peas for some reason through the winter season. I don't know why we don't eat that stuff as much during the spring and summer, but we just don't. And then my favorite is baby lima beans, and I have been trying to order these for I think 2 to 3 months, and every time my order goes to ship, I have them in my cart, but they don't ship because they're out of them. So I just keep putting them back in my cart. And so I was excited to get my baby lima beans, and I'm going to probably can some of these and keep some just in the bag, and I'll pull them out and use them in the Instapot or something like that if I need to. All right, so this is all of the produce, fresh produce, and pantry items that I got at Azure Standard. And I wanted to make sure that some of y'all did tell me, I believe in my last Azure haul, that you felt like I was paying too much and that I could probably do better. But I just want to make sure that y'all know I have definitely done my research, and in my area, I live in a rural area where a lot of this non-GMO and organic stuff, it is just not available to me. So unless I drive like 2 or 3 hours, it's just not available to me. So it is worth it to me that even though I have to pay a little more for some of these products to be non-GMO and organic, I'm willing to do that. I know that not everybody can do that, but if I can sacrifice something else for good food, that's going into nourish our bodies, then I'll give up something else. Not thrifting, but I will give up something else. I'll give up going out to eat a couple times a month, or, you know, I'll sacrifice somewhere to be able to have some good stuff. But also, with that being said, I do a lot of research. And for example, to buy non-GMO organic potatoes where I live, they're almost $8 a bag. $8. Apples, for non-organic, non-GMO, non-organic apples in my area, I do have a Sam's Club, so I do get some things organic there. I get like my fresh spinach from there, different things like that. But I went the other day to get fresh organic green beans at Sam's because they used to carry them. But guess what? They didn't have any. So that's the problem I run into a lot of times also, is that if there is somewhere that carries non-GMO organic produce, it's very hard to get your hands on because everybody's trying to snatch it up. But anyway, oh, I think what I was saying is apples. I went to price Granny Smith apples at my local Sam's for non-GMO, just non-organic, you know, just regular apples. That there's nothing wrong with that. I've bought those many a times. I just prefer to order non-GMO and organic if I can. But I cannot even explain to y'all how crazy expensive those apples were. And so I tried to price it compared to if I bought them at Sam's. If I bought enough bags to equal 20 pounds, what would the comparison in price be? And I saved like almost $15 doing it this way. So I do check, and now some things I do pay up for a little bit, but I'm willing to do that considering what I'm getting. All right, y'all, so I don't know if I've shared it before, but I wanted to just show y'all this digital pressure canner that has changed my life when it comes to canning. It is amazing. If y'all would like to see me doing some canning some stuff and kind of show you how this thing works, I would love to do that. I was just talking to a lady at the Azure drop about, she just ordered her a digital pressure canner. It was too funny. That's my bread maker back there. I'm about to make bread. But anyway, and me and her got to talking about meat chickens, and she's about to have some processed, and I was like, oh my goodness, I would love to do that. Anyway, we got to talking about all that, and she is obsessed with her digital pressure canner too. So if you are scared to death of canning on the stove, this is probably your best friend. All right, y'all, so I will have my Azure referral link down in the description box. In case you are new, you can sign up for Azure using my link, and if you buy $100 worth of groceries and sign up to do the drop location near you, I get $25, and then you get your own referral link to send to your friends and family, and then you get $25 too if anyone orders from your link. So it's all about just helping each other out. And if you're just curious about Azure and want to read up more on them, you can still click that link and just go read, browse around, see what you think. But if you do decide to sign up and do the drop location, please use my link because it does help my family out. Okay, I thought I would show y'all what 50 pounds of potatoes looks like in one of these crates that you can get almost anywhere. Now, mine is kind of messed up because it's really old and those potatoes are pushing it out, but I have one of these big wooden crates here, and that's all 50 potatoes except for these few. And the reason I did this, I want to get them out of the plastic in case I can't get to these, you know, for a little while. Potatoes will keep in like a cold, dark place. So the pantry I have in our homeschool room, it is cool in that closet, and I'm about to put up some blackout curtains just to keep it really dark in there. So I pulled these potatoes out because, well, for one, I wanted to get those potatoes out of that plastic and out of that big paper bag and just into something where they could, you know, stay dry. But I did. This is another reason I wanted to go through them, is just to make sure, if I can get this to focus, that there wasn't any that were like wet or rotten. There is no rotten potatoes in there, but there are a few of these that have like some dampness on them. And I don't know, that could just be condensation from being on the Azure truck. They come in like a refrigerated truck. These are the only ones here that were damp. So I just wanted to pull those out. So if any of them, as you can see there, I'm gonna try to put the wet side up. But yeah, like you can see, some of them definitely had some wet or dampness on it, and I don't want to put that in there. All of those are dry, I think, pretty much. Yeah, that's not that's not wet, that's just the color of the, so anyway, that's why I pulled those out. I just thought it'd be fun to show y'all. They come in that huge brown paper bag, and then inside there is all of these bags here, and I believe these are 5-pound bags that they come in. So like I said, I just wanted to, sorry, that was my chair, was sitting down. I wanted to dump them out of this, get them into something like this, and then I pulled out any, of course, like I said, that were damp, so that we can try to keep things as fresh for as long as we can. And if it's wet or if one's rotten, y'all know that one rotten potato ruins it for everybody. But anyway, these are good. I'm gonna have my husband help me move these to the pantry where it's dark. Our floors are really cool, so I think they'll be okay in there until I get ready to preserve them and process them in the canner. Anyway, y'all, we hope that y'all have a wonderful week. We love y'all, and we'll see you really soon with a brand new video.